between the Celtics and the Raptors has basically been game of the year so far, because this game turned the entire season for the Celtics around. They were struggling coming into this game, and the Raptors, as you can see with that Danny Green 3, had their chemistry unlocked. Their offense was completely amazing. Defensively, they were amazing. But what the Celtics proved in this game is that a completely functional Celtics team is the most dangerous thing in the NBA. Because everyone was hitting their shots tonight. Everyone was focusing in offense. They had motion. And most importantly, Jaylen Brown, the most quiet superstar on the Celtics, who has been inefficient so far from the three-point line, actually hit his shots tonight. However, the Raptors wouldn't back down, as Kawhi had 37 points. As you can see him with that post-up following that pass to Ibaka. Alright. But Kyrie Irving had another beastly night, because he has been my pick for MVP since the start of the year. Literally. He had 43 points tonight. As you can see, Horford is basically the anchor of the defense for the Celtics, but Kyrie has just been their most valuable player since he's been carrying them to wins. Tatum had a night. Tatum, who's been struggling so far, had a good night with 25 points as he hits that dunk. Alright, but for the Raptors, offensively, they're so sound, especially that duo of Siakam and Ibaka. Defensively, they aren't the best, and they get out-rebounded every night. But offensively, in the pick and roll with Kyle Lowry and Kawhi, as you can see with that midi, they're unstoppable. As you can see, they get out-rebounded there by Al Horford into that three-point shot. Kyrie was just otherworldly tonight. He did not want to see the Celtics lose again, as he gets that steal. This was his first game since he got the haircut. This was the first game of that 8-game run that they've been on. That he's been averaging 36 points on in just that run. Terry Rozier gets stripped by Kawhi. This is why Kawhi looks like he never got hurt for a year, because his hustle just leads him to wins. He will have an off night, and his defense will just carry him to having a good game. As OG hits that three. Marcus Smart, who hasn't really had a good three, instead of spotting up and shooting that contested three, he cuts in and he gets the easy bucket. Hayward, who hasn't been aggressive this entire year, passes to Morris, who's taking advantage of that. Hayward has been like an Evan Turner type role for the Celtics a couple years back, where Evan Turner came off the bench. He was that facilitator, that sort of jump shooter off the bench. Hayward has been that, because he relies a lot on his jump shot, as you can see there, and he's just a facilitator for the offense off the bench, because Rozier and Marcus Smart aren't really the best facilitators. It's a shame to see that a dude being paid $30 million a year is coming off the bench and being like Evan Turner for the Celtics, but with his broke knee, it's the best he could do, as the Raptors weren't gonna lose this game. Danny Green hits that shot, and Valanciunas, the only reason he's still on the team for offensive rebounds, was important this game, because Ibaka was getting constantly out-rebounded by Al Horford and Marcus Morris, and Valanciunas came in there, and in the comeback he controlled it. He controlled the rebounding board and let the Raptors come back with some second chance points. As Al Horford hits that three, Kyrie, as you can notice, the Celtics had way more motion in their offense. Instead of having two superstars like Tatum and Kyrie just sitting in the corner while someone isos, everyone was cutting. Brown was coming off screens. Marcus Smart, clearly got fouled there, but it wasn't called a foul for some reason. Kyrie, the best finishing point guard in the league, because as you can see, he finished so many tough layups, especially in overtime, as Ibaka hits that easy. Ibaka, that mid-range zone has literally been his bread and butter this entire year. Offensively, he's improved so much in the past 2 years from just being a defensive dude. The free throw line is basically his like I said, his bread and butter. He will not miss that shot. Kyrie was just unstoppable tonight, but Kawhi was fighting. Like, as he goes to Kyle Lowry, who's the leader in assists. He's basically been the best facilitator in the league this year. He's been an amazing defender. He's been an amazing passer. He's been a really efficient scorer as Marcus Smart gets that and one, and he had a good game. Pascal Siakam, basically the most valuable player for the Raptors right now, as he's basically playing a Draymond Green role and doing everything. Hits that layup. Al Horford was controlling Ibaka tonight. Because, again, on the rebounds, he was destroying him, as expected. And also defensively, Horford would just cut him down in the paint. As Kyle Lowry, in my opinion, the most efficient player in the league so far, hits that three. Tatum, again, he has benefited so much from those like extra ISOs that he's been getting this year. Like, again, you can see that other mid-range shot that he's taking. That has become his favorite jump shot, and he's been hitting it so far. Kyle Lowry, I said, the most efficient player in the league because he'll always do the right play. He's been shooting it or he'll pass it, and he's been deadly in the pick and roll. Hayward, again, in his recovery process, have been relying so much on his jump shot. But you know what? It's falling. He's finally becoming efficient at it. And you know what? It's good. Kawhi, again, with a pick. Aaron Baines is too slow to stop that. Simply too slow. But Kyrie, Valanciunas. The thing with Valanciunas is he's really slow. He, on the perimeter, is terrible. That's why Ibaka and Siakam just replaced him as the starting five. As Tatum gets the shot, Siakam with a nice spin, misses it, gets his own board. As Valanciunas tipped it there. That was Valanciunas' entire game. He had 15 rebounds tonight. Kyrie Irving in the fourth quarter and overtime just took over. Literally, there was no one that could stop him. Look at that. Over 3 defenders and 1. Kyrie again. No matter how good the Raptors played, Kyrie was just dominating. Oh, as he turned the ball over there, by Siakam, who's been an amazing perimeter defender this year. But Kawhi Leonard in the fourth quarter, when he came back from the bench, just awoke. He scored like 4 straight points there. But Kyrie again, one of my favorite players to watch because he's the best player at finishing in the basket. But Kawhi, showing that clutch gene, did not miss a shot over Marcus Morris. Keep in mind, this Celtics team has so many good wing defenders that they put him in. They put Marcus Smart on Kawhi. It did not work. They put Morris on him. Nothing worked. Tatum gets that dunk. He had a bounce back night, and he had like one of his first good games of the season. But Kawhi could not be stopped. But he misses that shot. We're in overtime. Ibaka again. That shot is his key. He literally does not miss that. Kyrie gets the ball in the scramble and gets past Ibaka. Bomb. That was basically the dagger as the Raptors. Sure, Kyle hit that shot, but... Alright. Kyrie again stops. Bomb. MVP this year. If they have a good enough record, MVP. Kawhi, Valanciunas gets the board. They subbed him in the clutch because Siakam was getting out-rebounded. Like I said, that was a major issue. That's basically why Toronto lost this game. Because towards the end, Horford was just getting those second... As you saw earlier a bit, he was just getting those second-chance boards and passing them to Kyrie to just regenerate the offense. Kyrie, which is basically the dagger, lobs it to Horford. And the Celtics win, and they have not lost since... In these past 8 games, they're finally looking like the team that they were supposed to be. Kyrie with 43 points. And the finals.